first story of the day comes to us from Bangalore, a city that has seen its wettest September in the last 8 years. We're learning of one more person losing their lives after heavy rains. A 23-year-old girl in particular lost her life due to electrocution. She died due to electrocution when she accidentally touched an electricity pile. The incident took place in Siddhapura, which is near Marathahalli. The 23-year-old girl was heading back from work, and due to the waterlogging in the city, her two-wheeler broke down on a waterlogged road as she was about to slip. Now, we'll bring you more details about the entire story. Remember, we've been bringing you floor-to-wall coverage of the situation right now in Bangalore. Because of the heavy rainfall the city has seen. Yesterday was supposed to be a record-setting day in terms of the rainfall, but it's the effect of the rainfall on the infrastructure in the city that has really been in our focus over the last few days. We've had callers call us in and bring us more details about how they've been affected by the rainfall. We also yesterday had the Congress leader, D.K. Shivkumar, head of the Karnataka Congress committee. He called us up also. Multiple questions were asked of the Basavaraj Bommai-led government. You remember yesterday evening, Basavaraj Bommai and his government announced 600 crores in total in a package to repair the entire region. My colleague Ritu is with us live this morning. She's going to be bringing us updates from Bengaluru through the day today. Ritu, this is obviously a heartbreaking incident that we're telling our audience is about. A girl who's lost her life due to electrocution. She was returning home from work. Those are the details we've shared with our audiences. But what more context can you give us?
Well, exactly. You see, the young girl, 23-year-old Akila, lost her life when she was heading back from her work that she was working in a private college, and because it was raining very much heavy that night, so while she was heading back from the workplace near the Marathahalli that we're talking about, that's where this whole incident took place, where while she was on her two-wheeler trying to travel, there was a heavy rainfall and the complete road was being flooded. So while she was just about to slip, that's when she allegedly tried touching this electric pole to save herself, and there she came in contact with the electric pole and got electrocuted and lost her life there. So now the family is up in arms saying that this is all because of the negligence of the civic body, that they have lost their daughter, and they are demanding justice to the family, saying that this is something which is because of the irresponsibility of the civic body. The family has lost the family has lost their daughter today. She was just 23-year-old.
Okay, Ritu, just tell our audiences also of other incidents, because I know a man was found dead, a destitute 40-year-old man was found dead on Commercial Street. I also know that a senior citizen that was stuck in a flooded house had died just a few days ago. So bring us more updates right now on how the rain has affected people over the last few days, please.
Yes, so you see, the massive rain in fact has affected people's lives very badly here in the IT city, especially the state which is called which calls itself as in the progressive state is now badly hit because of the heavy rainfall. And you see, it has also claimed many lives in the past few weeks. The rain that we started in the month of July is continuously being seen in the throughout the Karnataka, and just not in the IT city that we're talking about, but across the state many lives have been claimed. And on the other side of my visual, you can see there is a rescue operation that is also taking place, where on the tractor people are being taken into a different location. So that's how badly the lives of the people in the IT city, or for that matter across the state, is affected right now because of the downpour. But the state government is saying that they will be giving a compensation to these affected people. But what the people have to say is that every time there's only the compensation that they have been given, but they do not need the compensation. What they need is the permanent solution to their issues, because there are always the fake promises that have been made to them, but nothing had worked out for them so far. So this is what the locals have to say. But meanwhile, we have also seen how people are losing their lives because of the waters, the roads being flooded, and people not being able to make out where exactly the pothole is. There they come in contact with the pothole and their lives are being claimed over there. Also, the electrocution has been another problem. The last time also we saw how near the Hebal police station, where a person who was trying to take a shelter under the bus shelter, he also came in contact with that the advertisement board that was being connected there, so at the very much of a Hebbal at a Hebbal bus stand. So there too he came in contact and he lost his life. So that's how the situation is in the Bengaluru, where there is a blame game that we have seen from civic, within the civic bodies. The state government is saying that they are looking up the situation. They are also doing this. They are visiting these affected areas, taking stock of these areas to ensure that such situations do not continue in the state. But again, in just few weeks, a light spell of a rain also is bringing this kind of a situation. So this is the ground reality that we are bringing to you from the Yamaluru, where you see the HAL area is completely, the office of HAL is completely being flooded. So in the tractor, you can see the people are being rescued from the location. So almost 2.5 kilometers of this particular area is completely flooded. So on the tractor, you see there are people who have been carried to a safer location from here. So that's the rescue operation which is taking place in Yamaluru. But this is something that we are seeing. There's an apartment on my left hand side as well. The right hand side is the HAL office. The workplace is right now not functioning as well. Most of the IT companies have also called for a work from home right now in the Bengaluru city, as the heavy rains have hit the state, and the situation seems something like this. People are starving. There's no food, no water supply for them because of this kind of a rain that has been witnessed across the state. So locals are completely expressing their outrage, saying that the state government has always failed to take up their concerns. The state has always called itself as in the progressive state. So there's another tractors, you can see almost 2 tractors in the visuals where people are being rescued. As said, almost 2.5 kilometers of this Yamaluru area is badly affected. So over there in the edge as well, you can see the food packets are being carried on the boat to supply to these affected peoples there who are stuck inside the house and not been able to come out, because these tractors are reaching out to this location, to their location, and trying to rescue them, taking them out. Now see, most of them are here also, the workers as well, the employees too, who are trying to make the way out to their office, because they got no option but in fact to ensure that the life is functioning in a proper manner.
Okay, Ritu, tell our audiences, yesterday we saw the Chief Minister announce 600 crores for the state, 300 crores focused on Bengaluru in particular. But how does the state government aim to use this money?
Yes, so you see the CM Basuraj Bommai, after the heavy rainfall in the Karnataka, CM Basuraj Bommai called an emergency meeting where he made a decision saying that 600 crore rupees will be compensated to this affected areas for all the kind of infrastructure damage that has happened because of the heavy rainfall. In that specifically, he also mentioned saying that 300 crore alone will be compensated for the IT city Bengaluru, because IT firms, the owners are all up in arms saying that their work is getting affected, because previously it was COVID which had killed most of their times. They weren't been able to work as a group, and the group building was not been taking place. But now because of this rain, again this is another situation that they are facing. So IT firms are up in arms because they are facing a problem right now. But on the other hand, the CM had also said that 1,500 crore will also be compensated alone for this infrastructure damage that had happened